I mean, Volkswagen has a lot of money. General Motors and Ford have a lot of know-how in this industry. Everybody's going to come at them. And isn't Tesla going to be, you know, Friendster in 5 years compared to many different new Facebooks?
Well, absolutely not.
As we all know, the market has been slowly crashing, and because of this, Tesla has been dropping at a fast rate. But we could see a major comeback in the share price, and this is very exciting. You see, Tesla stock has already dropped about 50% year to date. And this is by far lower than the S&P 500, which also dropped to around 15% in the same time frame. So Tesla could be set to rebound to a ridiculous price. But how and why is Tesla going to rebound? So that's exactly what we'll be looking at in this video, and be sure to watch until the end because there are two major catalysts that I just recently discovered and I have never mentioned on this channel before. So before we get started, be sure to gently smash the like button if you enjoy getting these Tesla updates. So with that in mind, let's get into it. So with the market crashing, we might still see Tesla double or even triple in the next 2 years. And all of that starts later this year. But how? Well, in order for you to understand how that can happen, you need to know this first. You see, there are many short-term thinkers out there that are concerned with the day-to-day stock price. But fund managers and billionaire investors like Ron Barron are only interested in the business itself. You see, it's much more important to invest in Tesla's business model rather than looking at the short-term stock prices. And this is going to be important to Tesla's long-term success. Not to mention that Tesla's business model is all about eliminating the middleman. And it's all about selling directly to consumers. You see, Tesla manufactures their cars and then sells them through their own online shop or their own physical stores. And as they develop more facilities over the next few years to manage and sell enough cars, all of that will amount to big amounts of revenue. And the most recent announcement about this is that Tesla will be building more gigafactories in the US very soon. And this announcement came during the Tesla's AI event.
Yeah, we might be able to announce another factory location later this year. Well, I think, you know, ultimately we'll end up building, I don't know, probably at least 10 or 12 gigafactories. And there will be really gigafactories, like output, you know, aiming for average output of like 1.5 to 2 million units per factory, which is enormous.
And this is one of the reasons for the new heights in Tesla. And that's also because once they increase the rate of production and delivery of electric vehicles, then their profit margins are going to go higher and higher. And now that they plan on expanding and building more gigafactories, this will only become more obvious in the long term. And Elon Musk is going straight for Volkswagen as they are the electric market leader. You see, Volkswagen has a 25% share of the electric vehicle market in Europe compared to Tesla's 13%. And with this, Volkswagen only seems to have the upper hand, but not for long, because everything only seems to be going according to plan for Tesla's gigafactory plans in Germany, as it's going to be capable of producing up to 50 gigawatt hours per year. But could all of this make Tesla's price go up sooner than later? Now stay with me here, because towards the end of the video I have the two catalysts that I have not mentioned on the channel at all. Now here's another thing. Ever since Tesla acquired SolarCity, Tesla has been trying to make the world a greener place, and this led to the innovation of the solar roof, which is basically an entire roof made of solar panels, and this has done a great deal in increasing Tesla's profit margins as well. So could that also be another reason why Tesla will keep rising in price once the macro environment becomes a little better? Well, let's not forget that their fully autonomous driving is bound to increase Tesla's sales, which in turn increases their profit margins and eventually their stock price. I mean, who wouldn't want to get a car that drives itself? But even with high inflation and high interest rates causing the market to crash, right now it's all about innovation. And this is what's going to make Tesla the most valuable company in the world. You see, Tesla is mostly known for creating some world-class innovations that are redefining the automotive industry. They're releasing cutting-edge features and technological breakthroughs at a high pace, and from the very beginning, Tesla has pursued a program of constant innovation, and it has already sped up the competition. And it has also changed how people think about ideas, and they have also made electric vehicles more popular in the car business. So eventually Tesla managed to change how we see energy and storage, since the company has had a lot of technological growth that does not have any harmful effect on the environment, so they will without a doubt become even more relevant as they continue to grow from their current levels. And this is one of the reasons as to why you are starting to see major investment firms buying the dip, as Tesla could soon begin to rebound with every announcement they make, which brings me to one of the biggest catalysts that I see right now is Elon finding a new Twitter CEO. You see, one of the biggest short-term catalysts is finding someone to replace Elon as the CEO of Twitter. You see, Elon has already made plans to reduce his time at Twitter and find someone else to run Twitter over time. And of course, Elon's recent focus has been on Twitter, which he bought a few weeks ago. And apparently there has been a lot of frustration among Tesla investors because they feel like the time being spent on Twitter could be much better spent on Tesla. And not to mention the recent Tesla stock selling he has been doing to support his Twitter takeover. As of now, he does plan on sleeping at Twitter's headquarters until the company is fixed. But I want you to let me know down in the comments below, do you think Elon should find someone else to be the Twitter CEO? Let me know your thoughts down below. Now, another thing here is a Tesla buyback, which would be the largest stock price catalyst in 2023. It would show Tesla's confidence to handle a recession and continue growing at the projected 50% growth rate. And also, not doing a buyback after saying the board is in favor would be very bad. And for now, we know that a Tesla buyback is currently a top topic of discussion behind closed doors, but Tesla could make this announcement anytime soon. Now, on Tesla's Q3 earnings call, Elon mentioned that the Tesla board will meet to vote on any upcoming share buyback, because this is excess capital after all the expenses that go into making his share of the pie bigger. And Elon specifically mentioned that Tesla buybacks are a possibility in 2023 and not Q4 of this year. But the announcement alone would send waves in the stock price, and currently nobody wants to touch Tesla stock, as majority of retail do not care about underlying fundamentals. They care more about Twitter and Elon selling more shares. But just remember that Elon's Tesla sales have absolutely zero to do with Tesla's actual value. But now, here's the last catalyst I found, which in my opinion could signal significant upside for the stock, and that's Tesla's new CEO. Now, before you say that finding a replacement for Elon could be very bad for Tesla, hear me out. We don't know for a fact that Elon is stepping down as CEO, and Elon has said in the past that he will stay at Tesla as long as he is useful there. And there are many people at Tesla that could potentially take up as CEO if Elon were to leave. Now, Elon could also be thinking about stepping down to focus on the products. As we all know, Elon doesn't believe in titles, he's more of an engineer. So his focus would then shift to making innovative and revolutionary products that we all love to see.
You're not a businessman? No?
No.
What are you?
I'm sure there's probably lots of analysts on Wall Street who would agree that I'm not a businessman.
Okay, well, what do you think you are?
I'm an engineer.
An engineer?
Yeah. I like engineering and design.
And this would be a very positive thing for the stock, in my opinion. And right now we have an idea on who could be Tesla's new CEO, as Elon has already talked about a candidate to potentially succeed him as CEO. And of course, there's a lot of speculation of that happening, especially since he has been spending a lot of time at Twitter. And that's been a concern to a lot of Tesla investors. So by just taking a look at who it could be, according to many sources out there, it could be Andrew Benglino, who is SVP of Powertrain, also SKYROCKET, who is the Tesla Master of Coin, the CFO, and who have both been at Tesla for a very long time. Now, as of now, I believe there are two things investors are waiting to happen. Well, for Elon to hire a new CEO for Twitter, or for Elon to step down as CEO of Tesla, which in turn would be a positive thing for Tesla as long as he's more focused on the product aspect of Tesla and also developing new technologies. Now, of course, if that does happen, I do expect a massive move to the downside for the stock, as everyone will believe that this is a negative thing for Tesla. You see, Elon has been the CEO of Tesla since 2008, right after he became the largest shareholder of the company. So it would make sense for everyone to think that it would be the end of Tesla and would be normal to see downward price action for the stock. But for the long term, it's going to be a good thing for the stock. Elon has also been very vocal over the past few years about wanting to focus on product engineering, so identifying a successor is long-term bullish. Also, he could soon get Twitter to start making money, which would be better for both Twitter and Tesla. Then he could name a CEO for Twitter and focus on his other companies at the same time. Now, there could also be a chance for Elon to completely sell Twitter to someone else, like Google, for example. But for now, it seems like he will be staying put and sleeping inside Twitter's headquarters. So I want you guys to let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think there is a catalyst that I forgot to mention for Tesla? I mean, we already know that the Tesla Semi deliveries start in December, and we also know that the Federal Reserve could start to pause or pivot here very soon, which could be very positive for the stock market overall. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below if there is anything else that I forgot to mention. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, then please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Also, do not forget to follow me on my other social media pages. Until next time.